Are you seeking an answer from the universe? Are you seeking an answer from God? Are you confused about something, unsure about a path you might want to go in? Well, I want to share with you the most powerful technique for you to ask a question to the universe and get an answer within 48 hours. This is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, and let's dive right into this video. If you have not subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button right over there and hit the bell notification, because that's what's going to notify you for new videos. Subscribe, bell notification. Let's get right to the video. Number one, remember that you're already connected to the universe. You are just like a wave on the ocean. What is the wave? It's an individualization of the ocean. It's a little individualization. You are an individualization of God. You are an individualization of the universe. So if you're looking for certain answers, just know, first of all, that you're already connected. Whether you're spiritual or not spiritual, whether you're religious or not religious, whether you've ever asked for answers or help before, whether you're confused or not confused, you're already connected to the universe. Now, this technique that I'm about to share with you is about when you are unsure about something, you know, whether it's a new path you want to take in your life, leave your job, romance, whatever it is. What I'm about to share with you is how to quickly get a sign or an answer from the universe in regards to that. But first, you must know you are already connected. So comment down below, I am one with the universe. Comment down below, I am one with the universe. Number two, you have to go to a place where, you can have a few minutes in meditation or silence where you can calm your mind. So when you can take a few deep breaths in Vipassana meditation, they teach you to focus on the rising and falling of your stomach that's moving in the cadence with your breath. It doesn't matter. It's just when you can get to a quiet place, and then you're literally asking the question, universe or God. And the important thing to note, though, is that this isn't a complicated phrasing of the question that has a million variables. You're distilling your question into a yes or no type of place, where like, should I leave this job, whatever it might be. If there's a million levels to the answer, then it's something that's going to be very difficult for the universe to present it to you. So it's quite literally asking it and then saying, as you conclude that period, and the really amazing part's about to come up here in a minute, but as you ask, what you're doing is practicing gratitude for the universe already supporting you. So it's like, should I follow this path? What should I do here in my life? What about this instance? Thank you, universe, for constantly supporting me. And what you're doing while you're in that place is saying, I am looking for a clear sign, a clear answer for you to show up in my life. Now, the reason that it's important that it is a pretty clear question is because the universe is going to present you with very clear answers. Some people call them signs, some people call them omens. You might see it you might get your answer in a movie you're about to watch, you don't even know you're about to watch, or you've already scheduled to watch. You might get it on the street sign. There might be a sign of a certain street that you're turning on, and it gives you the clear answer. Or you might overhear a conversation in aisle 9 of the grocery store between two other individuals that gives you the exact answer. Or it's on a license plate of somebody that is driving in front of you on the highway. It could be anything. Now, the key here is to when you see the answer or the synchronicity or the omen or the coincidence, it's to act upon that answer that you get immediately thereafter. So it might be that you ask and you're in the grocery store and the answer is very clear. Now, what happens after often we get intuition, or in this instance signs from the universe, we tend to move into our rational mind and then either overthink it or talk ourselves out of it. Now, when the universe shows you a sign, it's a divinely inspired event. And so when you can stick with that energy and follow that, make that decision, make that leap, make that step, take that risk, say yes even when you're scared, whatever it might be, that's when the real magic shows up quickly and you get a quantum leap, which is that you take an exponential growth and you're manifesting in something you're creating in your life and new great things coming into your life. You take a quantum leap in exponential growth that is like indescribably amazing because it came quickly after the universe said, hey, here's your path, and you didn't dilly-dally with it, you said yes right away. Now, you will know when you get the answer because you're gonna feel it, like on a gut feeling, like you'll see it on the sign, you'll hear two people talk about it, you'll meet someone at the coffee shop and they say something the way that is perfectly worded to be the answer you've been looking for, and you feel it like in your gut. It's like a certainty that maybe your mind wants to try to talk you out of, but you feel it in your spirit, you feel it on this deeper level. And then you know that it's a divinely inspired event that you can, with confidence, take that risk, take that step, because you know the universe is on your side, has your back, and is supporting you in this. Now, we can get the answers to questions that we've always wanted. This is how I decided to do what I'm doing with my life. I was a 19-year-old in college, and I was playing college basketball and was doing what I was supposed to be doing with my life, which was go to college. I was playing basketball, then because of basketball I'd get a good education, then I'd get a business degree, and then like that was the path that was laid out for me. And everyone's going to business school, apparently what you're supposed to do if you want to be successful. But I had this feeling that I was supposed to drop out of school and become an author. Now, that was everything in my rational mind told me I should not do that. That was not a good idea. Everyone told me it wasn't a good idea, and the voices in my head, based off of the conditioning from society, told me that was a bad idea. So while I was sitting in my dorm room one night, I closed my eyes and I asked for a sign. Like, what should I do? Like, do I stay here? Do I keep doing this? What's going to happen? Like, give me a sign. What should I do? Yes or no? And so what ended up happening was I went to sleep that night, and the next day I went into economics class. And in economics class, I don't know what we were studying, some formulas we had to memorize or some stuff like that. And I raised my hand and I asked my economics professor, we had mentioned something about the Federal Reserve. So I asked him why we couldn't audit the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is who prints the American US dollar and, you know, is overprinting it. There's a lot of questions about the Federal Reserve. So I thought that was a logical question. I was in economics class, we were talking about the Fed, and I wanted to know the answer. His response was, Jake, look down at your textbook. We are on page whatever. Get back to studying. This is not an open discussion class. That was what he said to me. And I started arguing with him in the classroom. And everyone in the class was staring at me, like this really uncomfortable staring at me. And the energy I received from it was everyone wanted me to shut up so they could memorize the textbook. They didn't want to talk about the economy. They just wanted to memorize what was on the piece of paper. And I got this really eerie feeling like nobody really cared about that answer. And it made me very upset. And the teacher tried to, essentially tried to humiliate me in front of the class by just constantly, no, we're not talking about, what don't you understand? We're not talking about it. And I actually left that class early, like in the middle of the class. I just grabbed my stuff and I left. And I was so angry that would happen. And when I got into my bed that afternoon to just lie down for a minute between classes, I realized I got the answer I was looking for. The question I asked was, should I stay in school or should I not stay in school? Well, I got my answer. That was a sign, a symbol of more of what I was going to get out of my experience in college studying economics and business based off of my personal goals that I had at the time. Now, I'm not saying you should drop out of college. I'm not saying you should go to school. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying I asked for a sign. I went into school the next day. I got a specific incident that proved that this was not the path for me at this time in my life. And within a couple months thereafter, I actually left school, backpacked around the world, wrote my first book. As time would have it, it brought me here today to making these videos. So that's an example of it. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com, reminding you that you are one with the universe. Comment down below, I am one with the universe. Comment down below, I am one with the universe. You're one with the universe, and every piece of scripture has told us that when you ask, the answer is given. Ask and you will receive. Do not be afraid to ask the universe for what you want, and be prepared to see the answer and look for the answer in your everyday life, because it will present itself to you. Because when you ask for things, they will be revealed, and they don't get revealed until you ask. So make sure that you download my free success hypnosis down below. It's jakeshypnosis.com. It's right there down below. It's a success hypnosis to reprogram your subconscious mind and get rid of all the negative thought patterns. It's free. jakeshypnosis.com. Go over there, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. Bell notification notifies you for new videos. I'll see you later.